What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the video today. So today we're going to go over the rear glass install on the R32 GTR. Now this is something that you can do at home. You don't have to be a glass guy to do this. When I wanted to do this myself, I found that there was no documentation online to do the glass in detail, and so I decided to make this video just to help people out. It is at your own risk. This glass is expensive. I'm not going to take any responsibility if you mess this up. This is just for your own information. You decide whether you're able to do this or not, but I hope you enjoy the video, so stay tuned.
Hey guys, so I'm just gonna video some of my rear window install, just because online there seems to be absolutely no videos for this other than just replacing the trim pieces, but never installing the rear window. The window can be installed at home. You just need to be extra super careful. Obviously the default is just taking it to a glass shop or getting a mobile glass guy to come by and plop it in. But for those of you that do want to attempt it on your own, here's a little bit of knowledge. So everything has to be cleaned, obviously. Now this inner gasket, where there's no information about this online as far as the install goes, it's what retains the outer trim after the window has been put in. So the first thing that goes in is this gasket. It goes along here, across the top, down the other side. Now in the very center there's a small notch. That's the center of the trim, and you can use it to line up. So I measured from corner to corner, and it turned out that the center I marked with a blue marker right there, and I just lined up the little notch. That gave me a really good idea of how this goes on. It has a small bit of a rubber lip that hangs over the bodywork. These little yellow tabs are meant to be in the corner, and you're going to have a tiny bit at the bottom that overhangs. Don't worry too much about that. So at this point you should have the wiper motor in, just basically up to the seal, the inner seal, and that's all. So another thing, this gasket that runs along the top, the Nissan Heritage program puts on the double-sided tape for you. So all you're doing is you're pulling off the cover of the double-sided tape, and then you're sticking it to your bodywork. Okay, so at this point you'd use a Scotch-Brite to go around the window, like in this area here, and you would use some primer, some window caulking primer, basically. I don't have the can handy, but that's what you would be doing next. And then you would be running a bead all the way around. You can use a foam dam to make sure that it stays on here, or you can just be a little bit careful. The foam dam is just so that if you have an interior and a little bit of the window caulking falls in, it doesn't ruin some interior parts. I don't have an interior in, so I'm not going to bother with that. But they do sell it in bulk. There's just a foam that runs along the edge there. So go around the edge, and then the next step would be to drop the window in. Obviously you need two people for that. Okay, so looking at the side trim, just so that you guys understand what does what. So the trim that runs along the side here, okay, it's flexible. One side has this at the top, so at the very top. The other side has a little joiner at the top. Okay. So now when you're trying to reason out how this trim works, you just look at the corner and you can see there's little tabs, like a female side of a tab. 1, 2, 3. Now when you look at the trim, you can see 3 little notches. Okay, 1, 2, 3 little tooth notches. Okay. Now what you're going to do is be aware that these are at the corner of the window. Okay, so they go in right here. And that will line up your top. Okay, as you work your way around, the bottom goes into one side of this J piece here. And these are right and left specific. So look at the back, they have an R and an L on them. The other side of this J goes into this tab here. Okay, so basically after you put the window in, you're putting on this first, this long one. You're putting on these J joiners, and then you're running this trim around the window on either side and joining it at the top in the middle. Okay, so I had my wife give me a hand putting this in, basically just to drop it in because I don't have any suction cups. And so basically what the procedure would be is that you put on this bottom piece right here, but put the first screw in the middle tight and then the other couple going out loose, and then you're going to put the little J parts in first and then plug this trim in to the end of the little J trim prior to pushing everything down. Snap this down and then gradually work your way up, making sure that the clips that are made into the trim engage. You might have to shuffle it around a little bit to get it to sit properly. There are 2 yellow glass holders here. You can go over top of them. The trim will stretch over them. This one you can see a little bit, but I really don't care about that. But yeah, don't worry about those. And then when you get to the top, plug it into the joiner before pushing it down. And then the final step would be the large trim along the bottom. Just tighten it up. And then just go over it with your hands and push down. You'll hear some clicks and some pops, and that's just the trim clicking in. And then after you're done, you can tape it down. I have fresh paint on this car, so I'm not taping it down, but it would be good to have some pressure on it, at least overnight. And then you're done. And then install the rear wiper. That's it.
All right, guys, so that's it. So thank you for checking out the video today. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please hit that bell to make sure that you get notifications when I put up new videos on my YouTube channel here. And also, go check me out on Instagram at Wrench Rampage. Have a good night.